R.K. Upadhyay, senior journalist, a quick word from you, sir. Will this have an electoral bearing on the BJP-JDS alliance partnership? Will this benefit the Congress? I know these are things, slightly insensitive to look at from that prism at this point, but unfortunately, this is how politics plays out. A situation that will be, mileaged out of for political gains, and we're seeing that happening this time with this incident as well. As we see blame game that continues, you knew, I knew, who knew first, who has to take action first and who has to suspend first. Whatever said, JDS and the BJP as an alliance partner, they're in an alliance right now. North Karnataka and Central Karnataka goes into elections. What kind of impact do you believe it would have on ground?
Nabila, before talking about the impact on the alliance, I would like to mention a few things. See, yesterday I was talking to Sagai Raj, who had gone to Hale Rasipura to talk to the witnesses, talk to the victims. And he was telling me yesterday when I was talking to him, he could not find even one victim, because they all have gone underground, or they all vanished, in the sense that nobody wants to speak to the media. So that is a kind of a terror situation that has developed in Hale Rasipura because of this one family. So let us not, play down the situation that has happened. Both the political parties are very, very strong. And one side you have this, Deve Gowda family. Other side you have D.K. Shivakumar and, all the brothers. So this is a political fight, and these innocent people should not suffer.
You're calling this a political fight?
It has to be. Already the lawyer of Prajwal Revanna has started talking about, morphed images and all that. How did he come to this conclusion? So, he says 1 year ago, all this were, we knew that it's going to come out during the election and all that. So, and we didn't know that, he was going abroad and all that. It was not planned or whatever. But I think it's all planned. And probably the state government is also responsible for him to leave this country. If they knew that, do you believe
the same state government blames the centre for facilitating his exit. Same Siddaramaiah says, will Prajwal Revanna, an MP, incumbent MP, be able to leave the country without the centre being in the know of it? Who stamps the visa?
Nabila,
who processes passport?
I'm sure from December onwards, when these videos surfaced, they must have been tracking as to what was happening. And on that particular day, they would have followed up on where Prajwal Revanna was and what he was doing. If they wanted to stop him, they could have stopped him. So my point is that there is too much at stake for every political party, and this investigation has to be done independently, not by the state
Mr.
government.
Upadhyay, I'd like to ask you what's at stake. I really want to know what's at stake.
Let me finish, Nabila. Let me finish. You see, there is a lot at stake for the Congress as well. So they should not be telling the police officers as to what they should be doing, or whom they should be investigating and all that. I think this investigation has to be done by the High Court, under the supervision of the High Court. Only then people will come to know, and people will, and the victims will get the justice.
So you're not satisfied with the special investigation team set up by the Karnataka state government?
No, I want it by the High Court. The High Court should set up the SIT, and it should directly monitor the SIT. Otherwise, what is happening is, this is directly under, state government. This Parameshwara, it is D.K. Shivakumar, it is Siddaramaiah who will give the directions to this SIT. Do you think the victims will get any justice? I don't think so. See, we have seen how things have been done. There are reports that Revanna had sent his son to D.K. Shivakumar 6 months ago, saying that please don't raise this issue. So nobody is innocent here.
But these reports we can't take as facts, because it's all going to be he said, she said. There's nothing to verify these reports. Speculations are many, but the facts are only a few. And that's what I want to come to Aishwarya for. Aishwarya, malicious intent with which the SIT can go ahead with a probe. He does not trust the probe, wants a High Court monitored probe on this matter. And as R.K. Upadhyay rightly said, many victims are at this point underground. They're, of course, worried of their image being tarnished. Their identity has already been revealed. Only one woman has come out to file a complaint.
Just a few clarifications, and I think it's really pathetic, the sort of apprehensions cast on the neutrality of having an SIT, because there are senior officers in... But no, I did not interrupt you. Let me please complete.
Mr. Upadhyay, just a moment. I'll come to you. I'll surely come to you.
I did not interrupt you. Let me complete, and then you can have whatever that you have to say. Nabila, when you first said an SIT was formed based on the FIR, that is factually incorrect. The SIT was formed 2 days after, on the 27th, after the Women's Commission wrote the letter. The FIR was registered on the 28th. The BJP that says they have zero tolerance saw a Sakshi Malik's FIR not being registered, and she had to go to court to get any sort of action against Brij Bhushan. Brij Bhushan, who by the way was a sitting MP and whose ticket is still in contention. You saw what happened with Kuldeep Singh Sengar. You saw what happened with Hathras. So the BJP has absolutely no stand when they want to talk about zero tolerance and they speak about Nari Shakti and whatnot. And lastly, you know, they talk about political statement and whatnot, whether it is of issues in Karnataka. It was basically the BJP leadership that landed up in Hubli and tried to communalize an incident where the Karnataka government had taken.
Drawing you back to this, as I barely have time, drawing you back to this, Aishwarya, how are you going to ensure, how is the state government going to ensure those victims are protected? We only have one complaint that we see of a woman.
No, the Women's Commission, one second. The Women's Commission has basically assured everybody, including the authorities there, including female officers, that anybody who comes out, whether it is secrecy, whether it is anonymity, or whether it is protection for them. Because yes, Mr. Upadhyay at one point had a fact where he said that the influence of this family is so huge in that district. We believe we're going to take enough action to not only preserve the dignity and also the basically the identity of these victims, which again,
we're going to take a word on that, since I have hardly any time left. A last question to Mr. Gurumurthy. The centre is with you. The BJP is in power at the centre. Any stringent action that the centre is mulling over taking to bring back Prajwal?
See, he has given a statement through his lawyer. That's what is going on in the Kannada media also, that he's going to come back and do whatever is necessary to come before the SIT and all that. And his father has also given the statement, and that is what we have believed, and we are going with that. But one thing very clear, Nabila, BJP is not going to spare anyone. Be it whatever Aishwarya is talking. Okay, somebody did this, somebody did that. If somebody has done something wrong, law should take its course, and BJP will not stand behind a perpetrator like this. Okay,
but if that's said, if your word has to be believed now, it's shocking that the letters that came up to you in 2023, allegedly to Vijayendra, allegedly to Amit Shah, the letter to Amit Shah, we've seen, we have it in, India Today has access to that letter. It clearly speaks of Prajwal Revanna's tainted image.
That I have posted, where they have posted, what they have done. You must go into it. You must go into some investigative journalism.
No, we've spoken.
Okay,
Mr. Gurumurthy, we've spoken.
See, at any cost, BJP will not tolerate any.
All right, I'm going to thank my panelists here.